Okay, boys and girls, we've been working our butts off here. Like, legitimately, the toilet has just been moving all around. We got a hole drilled, we got it caulked, we got its foam so no bugs can get in, plus we have a screen on the outside to stop bugs getting in. We have the vent tube hooked up. As you guys can see, that's all done. I also spent a lot of time and wood formed all this. I have this piece out that actually hides all the wiring just because I had to get back at the wiring to try to find the positive negative to make sure I can turn the fan on in the toilet to vent outside. Let's go check out the outside of the toilet. So what we have is your regular dryer vent, but it doesn't have those flapper ones because I thought that'd be really annoying while driving. And it also has a screen. You see the stainless screen inside there? That's for like a sink drain just to catch food. I thought it would help keep bugs out. And then we do have it caulked around it. But if you guys are looking at this, we got the window out and we got it replaced with a piece of tin. So let's go inside and take a look at that. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I put the bevels in it to give it strength. I just don't want it to be sheet metal flopping in the wind. So by doing it like that, it doesn't want to bend. Just painted it primer white, and we're gonna get it painted when we paint the bus. So let's go inside and take a look. So there's the window from the inside. I caulked it all in, and then I screwed it in with self-tapping screws, so it's in there very firmly. But then something else we started doing is building our fridge enclosure. Now I'm gonna leave 4 inches on the side and 4 inches on the roof, so then that way we can put really good insulation around this fridge, because I just really want it to be insulated. I might cut down on the top just a bit, I'm not sure, but what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to Home Depot and try to find like an outdoor vent so we can vent the heat from the fridge and the exhaust out the top and stuff like that. So this is coming along pretty damn good here. Still lots of stuff that we do have to do, unfortunately, though. But it is coming along. I'm very happy with how this is coming. The fact that we have a spot for the fridge and now we can get all of our measurements for our countertop and everything, it's really coming alive. This is actually starting to look like a house, a bus, a living space. But the contours that I've been cutting out around the roof, I've been getting a little bit better at it. It's definitely a skill that's not fantastically easy, but I am getting better at it, and that's all that matters. We're going to have a little bit of a storage area here underneath the fridge. It can be for anything that we want, like chairs or tables or, I don't know, anything we want, really. But yeah, this is coming together really nice. I'm really happy I got a 5 window. I think if Tabitha and I got a 4 window, we'd be disappointed with how small it is. So overall, pretty happy with how this thing's coming together and how it's looking. But we're going to go to Home Depot today and walk the aisles for 30 or 40 minutes trying to figure out what we want, tell people what we're trying to do, and see what they can help us get. So pretty much we have to go, I know it's not the same spot, but it's about 1.5 inches between the two walls. So I'd like to get a piece of metal that I could like form and then tap it and self-tap it to the other side. And then as a, let me get my shoes on here in the mud room. As a weather deterrent to stop it from coming in, what I'd like is to get some 2-sided tape. I know it's the wrong side of the bus, but then I'll glue that above the windows, so then that way it stops water from wanting to come into the hole I cut. That's just off a sun visor off a vehicle here in my backyard, so we're just going to leave it in the sun, so hopefully it contours to the new shape, which is going to be flat instead of contoured. But that will all fix with some very good 3M 2-sided tape and some PL Premium. Still really liking this PL Premium. But yeah, this is coming together really good. I'm actually very happy with this, actually, guys. So stick with us. We're going to be doing much more to this bus here in the future. Well, guys, Tabitha and I worked on this quite extensively yesterday. I was going to be filming it, but the neighbors were blaring some music, and I didn't want to be hit with any copyright infringements on YouTube. So what did we do? We got all these screws taken out back here so I can start to trace some of the electrical. I'm having my cousin come over today that is an electrician by trade. I'd like to figure out how to get power to these. I'd like to figure out how to get power to this. I would like to basically trace a lot of the electrical to figure out where it goes, so then that way I can tie it all to my new 12-volt system that's going to be back here. So the fridge enclosure is coming along great. Let's see if this actually comes off. So we PL premiumed all this. Yes, look at that. Look at that.
Park that 7.
Park that. Look at that. Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at that.
And then we can go on this side with some more PL premium. Nice. Well, that's not dry yet. Okay. Good enough for me today. We'll let that dry a little bit more. So, we PL premium in the full fridge enclosure. As you guys can tell, I'm a PL premium master now. We got all the brackets in here. We got a lot of these little L brackets that I've been using because I think that is going to stop everything from kind of shifting and swaying when we're driving. I am 200 pounds and I can stand on there no problem. I did stand on there because we cut our first hole in the bus yesterday to install a vent. I'm going to make it so that this pretty much just stays open for the upper vent of the fridge. We still have to cut the lower vent. That one there, I did drill a hole, but unfortunately I think it was already a hole there, so I don't consider that a hole that I drilled. But yeah, so we got the fuel tank thing covered up. That's just a sheet of diamond plate aluminum that I bought from Canadian Tire. And we just took the tin snips and went around the corners to make them round. And then that is just some nice, I don't know what you call it that goes on the edges. But now you can step on it. It's right in front of the fridge. And if we need to take it off, we can access the fuel pump and all that. The bed, we haven't done anything new with the bed. We're going to be carrying back the sink today so we can start getting some measurements. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to buy something from like Home Hardware or if I'm going to have to build everything myself. We're going to have to determine that because, to be honest, I might have to build this all myself, guys. I don't really want to do that, but that's what I might have to do. We got a little shelf up here that we can store stuff on. We got a little shelf underneath that we can store stuff on for the fridge. The fridge is at a nice height. The toilet, we haven't done too much in there yet, again. But let's go outside and take a look at this vent on the outside. Tabitha was out here for a couple hours yesterday with the heat gun, and she took off a lot more of the reflective tape. I think that's a bin over there that she's filled up with the reflective stuff off of this bus. So it is coming apart quite nicely. She's getting all the stickers off and everything. So, for the fridge vent, I ended up using this. I didn't like any of the RV ones I was finding. I found that they were all too small. This one here, it seems perfect size, to be honest. And I actually tilted it a little bit towards the front so the wind will hit it and kind of scoop off of it. Unlike this one that I put on the wrong angle. I should have paid a little bit more attention to that. But the fridge, now the last thing we got to do is cut a little hole here so we can get ventilation into the bottom of the fridge. But honestly, guys, this thing is coming along fantastic. I'm very happy with how things are going. We did get this for a door for the bathroom. I don't know if we're going to use it because I didn't know that there was a track system that you had to get as well. So I didn't get it. And then things are coming along really good in here. I'm very happy with how this bus is starting to turn out. But once we get the fridge in here, once we get the bottom vent cut, then I can insulate this, and then I can shove the fridge in there, and then I'm going to actually get silicone instead of PL Premium to put the fridge in there. And then that will be done. That will be a huge thing done in here, and it'll be very, very good. And then we can start on the sink. So my plan for the sink is our space is 45.5 inches. So honestly, if I get something 45 inches and then put a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood to separate it, it'd be nice. And then I'd like to have it so I can hold a couple jugs of water underneath the sink right on top of the wheel well. And then this one right here will be drawers. So that's my plan. And then there'll be a stove above the drawers and there'll be a sink above the wheel well. And yeah, that's my full plan for that. And I'm thinking maybe 3 drawers would be nice and 2 swinging doors would be nice, but we'll have to see. Like, something might change, and you never really know what's gonna happen on this, because everything for this pretty much has to be custom. I might have to build it all out of 3/4 ply. I'm not sure. But that's all that we can tell for the future is what's going to come, you know. But we'll have to build that when the time comes. My goal for today, on Monday I'm going to go get a vent for the bottom, and I can see if it's going to work. Today I'd like to trace back a lot of the electrical and maybe get the new fan installed for the ceiling. And I did get an air conditioner unit. I don't know if I'm going to put it in yet. I think I might hold off on that. But we'll have to see, because an air conditioner unit in here would be nice, but I don't know if it's something that's 100% necessary. But that's how she sits today, boys and girls. Oh, let's go see the fan. I did buy a fan off Princess Auto, but I think I'm going to return it because I was given this one by my brother. It was for his RV, and unfortunately his RV decided to die in a ditch, so he never even got to install this. So we're going to maybe see if this one here is going to work for us. And if any of you guys are asking what vent I use for the fridge, this is the one I ended up using. I don't know, I thought it was one of the nicest ones Home Depot had to offer.